Hello everybody and once again welcome to Ubuntu for Beginners video course by TechLair. In this chapter we will be covering the installation of Ubuntu. We're gonna install Ubuntu or Oracle VirtualBox. So it is good to install Ubuntu or whatever operating system you're installing. If you're installing it for the first time, it's better you install over a virtual machine so that you have your original operating system side by side with your previous installation. So we're going to install it over an Oracle VirtualBox. So this is the link from where you can get an Oracle VirtualBox. You need to download this. I already have the installation of this. And if you want to learn more about Oracle VirtualBox, you can watch my video on how to use and set up the Oracle VirtualBox. The second thing which you need is you need to download the ISO. This is the link ubuntu.com/desktop, and here you can click on download this Ubuntu and you can select the type of installation. If it's 32-bit, you can download 32-bit or 64-bit. I already have the Oracle VirtualBox application and the ISO. So let's begin the installation of Oracle VirtualBox first. So double click on the application file and follow the on-screen instructions. So once your installation is complete, just start the Oracle VirtualBox. So here, this is the home screen for Oracle VirtualBox Manager. What you need to do is just click on this new. You can either use the guided mode or the expert mode. I'll use the expert mode here, wherein you can select the RAM, the hard disk for your virtual machine. I'll name it as Ubuntu. So once you type Ubuntu, it automatically detects that the type is Linux and the version is Ubuntu 64-bit. If you can give it anything here and you can select it from the drop down what is the type of operating system and what version you're using. So here you can increase the size of your memory which will be allocated to the virtual machine. I'll leave this on 1 GB and I'll leave these options as it is and click on create. So now all your files related to this virtual machine will be kept at specific locations. So this is the location where all your VirtualBox files will be kept. You can give the name whatever you want. I'll leave this as default and I'll also leave the default storage size. So the default storage size for Ubuntu recommended is 8 GB. So I'll leave this as 8 GB. Okay, and I'll click on create. So your virtual machine is set up now. One more step what you need to do is just click on the storage and click on this empty, and in the right side you need to select the ISO file. So go to the location where you have kept your ISO file and click on open and click OK. So we are ready to go with the installation. Now what I'll do is I'll click on start to start this virtual machine. So we'll wait till our Ubuntu installation is initialized. I'll make it as full screen. So Now what you can do is you can also try Ubuntu without installing it using the live media, or you can install Ubuntu. So I'll install Ubuntu by clicking on install Ubuntu. So I'll leave this everything as it is and click on continue. Now there are different options of installation. First is you can erase the entire disk and you can install Ubuntu. If you're a beginner, you can leave this option as it is, or you can click on something else and continue. Here what you need to do is you need to do your partitioning manually. So I'll select this manual partition and I'll click on continue. So this is my hard disk. Now there will be some terms which you are not familiar with, just like /dev/sda. So this is nothing but this is my hard disk number one. If I'm having a different hard disk, it will be SDB. So we'll cover all these steps, all these terminologies in the coming chapter. So for now, for the installation purpose, just create what I am creating and leave these everything as it is. We'll cover this in the coming chapters. So I'll click on new partition table. I'll click on continue. So I have an 8 GB of free space as we have allocated to this virtual machine, and I'll click on this plus sign to add a new partition. So first select it as swap area and give the size as 2048. So by default it is recommended that if you're having a size RAM of 1 GB, you give twice the size to your swap area. It's nothing but a virtual memory area. So I'll click on OK. I'll again select this free space, click on add, and I'll leave this as it is, and I'll here select mount point as boot, and I'll give it as 200 MB. We'll cover all these things in the file system part, the different mount points, different partition, the files, different file systems here. So I'll select this second as root. I'll give this as 4000 MB, and the remaining I will give as home. So we are done here. Just click on install now. So select your time zone and click on continue. Select your default keyboard layout and click on continue. Type in your machine name and give a password. And click on continue. So our installation process has started. It will take some time to install, copy all the files and install Ubuntu on your virtual machine. Till then, we'll wait for some time until the installation is completed. So we have finished our installation. Before hitting the reboot button, you need to do one thing. Just go to storage once again and select the installation disk and remove the disk from VirtualBox and click on OK. So now I'll go and reboot the virtual machine. So once your system is rebooted, it will ask you to log in with your credentials. I'll log in with my credentials, and so here we have successfully installed the Ubuntu desktop. Uh, so this finishes the installation chapter. Now we'll look into the chapter 2, which is exploring the Ubuntu desktop environment. So I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing. I'll see you in the next chapter.